put someone on game on country, like where would you tell them to start?
I don't like country. I tell them go to bluegrass.
I would honestly say go to a country bar or a country club, and like not country club, but like
a golf.
Get the f out of here! You don't pay your dues.
This ain't very country.
Hey, who here is a fan of T-Pain?
Oh, dude! Love T-Pain, man.
He's great.
Big fan.
Joe, you don't like T-Pain?
I was thinking about his music when you said that. It was playing.
Do you like T-Pain?
I do enjoy
He's a
T-Pain.
really good judge, huh?
Of course, yeah. He's
I want him to talk to me with a vocoder.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What is this? What is this judge thing?
Because of a World of Dance, or you
No,
mean,
because on ABDC,
ABDC.
when we beat his team, he was the judge.
T-Pain.
He's the only guy that can sing Tennessee Whiskey as good as Chris Stapleton, in my opinion. I think every other cover is like, doesn't even live up to it.
It's funny how when that came
so
out,
good,
everyone
man.
was like, he can actually sing.
Dude, he's so good.
He's very good. Do you know he's also equally as good as just being a songwriter in general? He's written so much music that he even writes country songs for other artists, but he actually just stopped taking credit for them after facing a lot of racism.
Isn't that fucked up?
Oh, that's sad.
Why? Because they're like, you ain't white.
It's like music.
I think it's actually probably from his crowd.
Oh,
Like
you try to be white?
like why you selling out? Why you writing for the whiteys?
Or that's not hip hop or something, you know what I mean?
Maybe he's writing for the KKK country music. That's why they're like, stop it.
Do you listen to KKK country music?
I haven't yet.
Country?
There's a good Spotify
I kind of want to tune into that.
Country.
with the K.
What do you think about that?
That's pretty crazy that there's so many writers that could write globally. They could write for any genre anywhere, but they're limited by that. It's so weird.
He's just an insane musician.
Yeah, he's just super talented.
Dude, all musicians could write anything, really.
Bruno Mars came up first as a writer for many, many years. He did songs like for Far East Movement. He did songs for Menudo.
Really?
Yeah, so T-Pain, who is now 39, recently posted a video on TikTok where he reveals that he's ghostwritten a handful of tracks for country artists, but admitted that he, as a fan of the genre, he's compelled to stop taking credit for the songs he's worked on due to racism that he's experienced. Thing is, he even mentioned in this TikTok video too that he says like, good music is good music. I don't give a fuck where it comes from or what style it is. Yeah. Country music is where I got all my harmonies. Country and gospel music. Wow. That's where all my harmonies come from. But it's crazy just to think that he'll just grab the bag on it now because he's like, don't even put my name in the credit because he's just going to get racist backlash for it.
Sometimes you get more money for that.
What do you mean?
Sometimes you get paid more for not saying,
Don't
Really?
give me the credit for it. I just want more money.
Sometimes you do get paid a little. Sometimes, depends. Yeah.
That's why you're $19 million.
Imagine, that would be so sick if that was me.
He's worth $19 million, by the way.
Do you have
That would be impressive to him of all people.
Do you have
He's
music
like, oh, I'm
credits?
sorry to hear that.
Sorry for the bad news.
He just knows you're not a warlord yet.
Do you have music credits?
Not on anything like major, no.
He took his name out of it because he got paid more.
Wait, what do you do professionally?
Oh, I'm a music producer, like freelance, but it's very niche. It's not like
But I
don't
produced
make
3
beats.
albums.
Okay.
Keep telling me, hey, tell me what else.
He's like a DJ at the raves. he's like on Molly. He's like, guys, it's very niche. What I do, mom and dad, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's very niche. Don't worry. Yeah, it's not cool like this.
Yeah, T-Pain's co-written songs for Sierra, Flo Rida, Kanye West, Lil Wayne, and Snoop Dogg.
Dude could probably make anything.
Why are we talking about T-Pain? Is it because he's facing racism?
What kind of racism was it anyway? Was it like the kind that we were saying, where it's like his own crowd?
I think it's from its own kind. That's what I think.
Or is
I think it's from country redneck dudes that are loving this song, and then they look at the album and then written by T-Pain. You telling me a black man knows the white man's soul?
It's like finding out ragu salsa is not what you thought.
Yeah,
It's probably both. It's got to be both. Yeah.
Because isn't there a thing right now where Beyonce made a country song and like the country stations will play it?
That's so. She's from Texas, right? Like her song's about Texas, isn't it?
I don't know, but
Well, dude, country is just popping up everywhere. I didn't realize how many people actually listen to country. Like, and all the Ubers I've been taking the past couple days, I'm like, everyone.
You know who loves country that tripped me out? Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hella people in Hawaii listen to country.
You know what's interesting? I'm starting to wane onto the other side of it. I think I used to grow up not liking country so much that I was like, I'm just gonna.
It was a
avoid the genre.
stereotypical thing to not.
But I think it's also as a kid when you're super naive to it, you think all country is like twang country, like you know, barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's not bad though.
It's derogatory what you just did.
I don't like country. I like bluegrass.
Ooh.
You should
Bluegrass
fuck with
is
bluegrass.
dope. No, you know what you should do? Look up on Spotify any song that you like and then write bluegrass. Guaranteed there's
The
a bluegrass
bluegrass
version
cover?
and it hits. Ignition remix on bluegrass. Get out of here.
Because it has some like soul to it, you know, like.
Well, it has a lot of musical skill too.
he said, what's
Banjo shit.
No, it's not that.
It's a lot of it's very
makes
picky.
you
It's
feel-
very picky.
when you see a
makes
guy
you
shred on
feel
it though, it's
like
sick.
you're,
Yeah,
uh,
banjo shredding, dude.
It makes you feel like you're a hillbilly bootlegger running away from the cops. It's fast paced.
and it's empowering.
It's very. It's
But
very
look
fast-paced.
up bluegrass versions of songs that you like. That's the easiest way to get into it and understand like this shit's dope.
I'm gonna check it out. Yeah. I'll listen to some bluegrass.
Yeah, you gotta listen. You gotta fucking listen to fucking Billy Strings, man. That motherfucker's
If you're gonna
good.
put someone on Game on Country, like where would you tell them to start?
I don't like country. I tell them go to bluegrass. Fuck that shit.
I would honestly say go to a country bar or a country club and like not country club, but like
a golf. I'm at a,
Get the hell out of here! You don't pay your dues.
this ain't very country. But like go to a place where people are actually like partying.
Yeah, it's fun time.
That's the best. Like a line dance club.
Dude, I'll go line. We should go line dancing.
hey,
No, we shouldn't.
I want to line dance.
My mom does line dancing. She got a plug.
to the Don't Break My Heart. My AK break a heart. I like that song.
Maybe that's why. You remember how like elementary school PE you had to like do fucking line dancing to all that shit?
You have trauma from his LA.
Yeah, it's also like God.
I
damn,
just
we gotta do
don't
this again.
think you understand.
But then maybe that's also what got me into dance. So I don't know.
I think a catchy song is just it'll transcend, just like Lil Nas X back in the day when he had Old Town Road. That was like nobody was like I'm not listening to that because you know
The horse in the back seat, right?
yeah people just liked it because it's good enough, right? It just has to transcend.
Good music is good music. But doesn't mean it don't come with racism in America.
Yeah, but everything comes with some form of hate.
A little bit.
You're pissing everybody off.
Yeah, that's part of the marketing. You can always spin it if you're good.
I still think America is way less racist than like any part of like Asia already. Yeah.
I think out of the globe, Asians are probably the most racist, but we don't get any of them.
No, I feel like a lot of Asians aren't necessarily like racist discriminatory.
Yes,
They're
yes, it's
racist
more
like
like-
objective. Like that is
just
a
correct.
different race. You know what I mean?
Objectively racist. That's just a fact. This person sucks.
I definitely agree. Because at least here in America, racism is a choice you make.
No emotions here.
Yeah, we're supposed to be a melting pot. So everything's supposed to be inclusive anyway. but then we choose to divide things with lines. Yeah, where if you're like, you go to China, it's like everyone's Chinese, you're a tall black guy, it's like, wow.
Yeah. Or you're just
Yeah, that's true.
not
Because
their race.
racism over here is like, in America is like, oh, I don't like you, therefore I should kill you, right? And over there it's like, you're weird.
Therefore, I should kill you? Wait, which racism?
No, but like, no, I'm saying like, when racism goes bad in the States, it's like people, there's violence attached to it. Because they're like, oh, you're dangerous, I hate you, I'm gonna kill you, right? There's like racism attack, like, there's like, you see these other people as a threat, therefore you must attack them. Like, that's the bad side of how bad it could get in the States. Or like, you know, there's like violence attached
extreme,
to it.
but-
Yeah, it's extreme. But I'm saying like, that's, when you think of it, you think of major negative consequences to racism in America. But in like Asia, you see old Chinese lady talking shit.
Yeah, but I feel like they've had wars between the races. It's they've had
They're actively trying to genocide each other sometimes.
so many years, and it's kind of panned out like, hey, this is our team, this is our side now.
Kind of like Chinese and Uyghurs.
Oh yeah.
Well, we
Even
just have,
Bangladesh,
we just have
like,
better
they-
hypocrisy, right? On covering up the intention for why we go to war.
Because
about
like,
stuff.
Bangladesh is like a pretty new country, I think, and I asked one of my relatives a long time ago. I was like, why'd you guys like split off from like India and Pakistan? She's like, it's like, oh, we have our own language. Like we have to go to war to preserve our language. And I was like, oh, okay, no doubt, you know, whatever.
I thought it's because y'all wanted to protect your tigers.
Maybe.
It was over tigers?
They have
But they're very different now. Yeah, like the Bangladesh is like very pro-Western in every way. It's like a huge U.S. ally, and then but they're also Muslim, and then India's totally different in terms of like the religious makeup, and then I don't know. I will say, out of all countries I've ever been to, I feel like Thailand is the least racist place I've ever seen.
Seems like the least judgmental overall. Huh? Like they just seem like everything kind of flies and it's okay. Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
They also got
They're
a
like the
different view
most
of
open
objective racism, though. It's like positive, right? It's like, oh, there's that old white guy. He's coming for the pussy.
Yeah, they don't see it as a negative. Yeah, that's it. I'd say Thailand, out of all the places I've been to and the people I've met, like I think the Thai people are the most sort of like pure and least judgmental. Like they're just like open with everybody basically. Yeah.
Where do you rate a country like, you know how Australia gets a lot of shit because they're racist, but then in a way of like, oh, we didn't know that was offensive. You know how like, is that true racism or is that just ignorance?
Oh no.
Because you know they be messing up a lot. Well, they'll do like a blackface thing, and then to the rest of the world they're like, we didn't know.
See, I think from a lot of the Aussies that I talk to, there's blackface in everything that they talk about.
That's what I'm saying.
Like they were talking about how they used to call Aboriginals blackfellers. And they're like, yeah, we can't like say that now. And I was like, what do you mean you can't say that now? Like you didn't know that wasn't like that cool to say, bro?
Yeah, it's true.
Blackfellers.
And then they have this thing called like, they're like, oh, you ever have a mollywog cookie or something like that? And I was
Like mollywogs.
And then you look at it and and I'm like, what is that? And it's a cookie of someone in blackface. And I was like, yo, what?
Is it good though?
They said they discontinued it
like
because
a
that's
tin tap?
blackface.
Their mainstream humor it still has the Ching Chong classic jokes in it too.
Oh, okay.
Like that's the kind of
Yeah,
And
my
as long as
friend-
us Chinese people are still laughing, I think it's okay sometimes.
My friend in Australia, Choni, he like a couple of years ago had a show called The China Boy Show.
Yeah.
And it was literally just him and Chinese doing his characters.
You also have a guy on your phone called Chinaman.
Yeah, but I know who
but
he
that's
is
different. That's different from like a white Australian guy playing a China guy, and he's like, "Welcome to the China show."
That'll be funny too.